Mindbenders.
Oh, that's our cue.
The veteran section. You're very welcome, lads. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
It's great. It's great to
Appreciate
see
it.
you.
Thank you.
Really, really good. And we've got Dawn, and we've Jermit, and Jerry, and of course Paul. And let's say 30 years, Dawn.
Yes. 30 years. We've come through a lot in the 30 years.
By God, I'll
ups
tell
and
you.
downs, and very little changes of personnel really in the band. You know, we sort of started off sort of 3-piece, somebody else come in, then a 4-piece, and a guy just left us in the COVID time. Keyboard player Ali Skeggs just didn't want to do it anymore, so we took on Paul's son Lee, who wasn't doing anything with his own band because of the COVID situation. So there's a lot of ups and downs on it, but
of course,
no major problems. And then he knew Dermot here as well, so he says Dermot plays keyboards and saxophone. So he's interested in coming along, and he brought him along, and this is where we are now at the minute.
How long are you involved, Dermot?
3 years in May.
Oh, good man.
Just over 2.5 years.
Well, we'll go first, Dawn. We'll talk about the big event coming up here in the Ballor. This coming Saturday night, isn't it?
Yes,
and,
starting off at 8 o'clock.
Friday night, I beg your pardon.
Friday,
yeah.
Friday night. Starting off at 8 o'clock with Timeless, group, 2-piece group, two girls, Jackie Coyle and Phyllis Kern.
Yes.
And they're on for about half an hour, and we take the time we get organised. Then we're starting off about quarter to 9. We'll do a few tunes, then we have James Peake coming on. Yes,
brilliant.
So James
Great
Peake
singer.
is fairly well known.
Oh, well known is right.
For his singing ability, so we're looking forward to that.
He'll
do maybe half an hour as well, and then we'll finish off with an hour or whatever.
And if people want tickets, Dawn,
no problem. You can go directly to the Ballor Theatre, book them online.
Right.
And I'm sure there'll be a facility for paying on the night as well.
Aye.
As far as I'm aware.
But you can contact the Ballor.
Somebody just took a notion at the last.
Well, of course.
Half hour. Is there something on there? We'll go.
That's what could happen.
That. You know, it's an early night as well, so.
Aye, it's pay week too. Don't forget.
End of the month, which is good.
First pay after Christmas, people are glad to get out. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes.
The band, of course, forming from the start. Dawn, who's the original starter upper? Was it yourself?
Right. Well, it was instigated by Paul. Really, coincidentally, I was standing for a guy who couldn't drum on the night in Ballbuffet in the White House used to be, right?
Yes.
Pat McLean owned the place.
That's right.
And Paul and his brother were after doing a wedding. We were about to get started up, and deciding, well, we're going for a pint before we go home, or what will we do? We were walking past the place then, and he says, come on, we'll one for one. And I kind of knew Paul briefly at that stage, and he obviously knew me from the Rascals and that previous times, you know. And decided to go on, and then he said to me after we were finished, are you interested in doing a couple of gigs with us? Our drummer's getting married. That's where it all sparked off from.
There you go.
Unbelievable, and it just...
Paul, talking to yourself before we get into a bit of music.
Yeah.
So how long had you, they weren't the Mindbenders then, were they?
No, it wasn't the Mindbenders. It was myself and Jerry's been together probably about 35, 36 years in different bands. And then we got together with Dawn to do different various things. Then we decided, that's it, let's make this a unit.
Yes.
And that was, I suppose, 30 years ago.
Wow. Some changes since then.
Some changes,
a
lot of venues have gone.
That's right. Well, listen, we're going to talk more, of course, but we're going to a piece of music first. And what have we got first?
Right, we're going to do a song by, is it Gino?
It's the...
what do you call him? Just the two of us.
Bill Withers.
Bill Withers.
Well, that's
yeah.
Same thing.
He's done a version of it.
He might have been called Gino before he was called Bill. I don't know. But
He actually was.
There's another guy done a version of it.
And he hated Gino.
so he changed his name.
Changed his name, man. The Bill. When you're ready, lads. When you're ready.
Raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind When I think of you sometime, I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Waste of water's all that is. It don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come for those who wait, and not for those who hesitate. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Fall and the window down the hall, it becomes morning dew. Darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. The castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. The castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Take it down.
Absolutely brilliant, hey. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Jeremy, the saxophone is class. Hey. What type of saxophone is that?
It's a tenor saxophone.
Right. Is that an old one? No, it's just the way it's made.
No, it's new, but it's...
What do you cost them a tenner?
I wish it.
No. Were you down to boot sale?
I wish I was. No, it's not old. It's unlacquered, so there's no protection against the elements. So over time, it just will naturally kind of develop this like aged finish on it. So it's not
deliberately. That's the way that's made.
That's the way it's made. Yeah.
It actually looks. It works well, doesn't it?
I've had it now for about a year and a half, and it's just oxygen. Literally, the air gets at it and starts to kind of oxidize the lacquer on it, and it just makes it look old. So in about 10 years' time, it'll look amazing.
Aye, well, it looks absolutely brilliant. And how long are you playing the saxophone?
Since about 16 or so.
Wow.
I played clarinet before that, and then self-taught basically on the saxophone. There's a lot of transferable knowledge. And then COVID lockdown was a big, like...
learning point?
Aye, because I just had so much time to myself. I thought, you know what, I'll go back to the start, get the basics really nailed down, and then just from there on. You know,
and the keyboards?
Been playing piano since I was about 8 or 9, so that's just kind of been...
music in the house then, obviously?
Aye, my brother... musician, my dad plays trad, my mum's a singer, so it's all in the family.
You no choice. Well, I'll tell you what, you learned well, hey? You learned well. Don, how long? Well, we don't want to go back into years, but you're playing drums quite a while.
Absolutely.
What?
I'm actually playing since I was 11.
Is that right?
That's when I started my first gig. And I don't know if I could play or not at the time, to be honest, but I went out and done a gig with a band, and I mean, my brother Ted, who passed away, obviously, sadly, but I learned a lot from him even at that early stage. He had an idea how to play certain rhythms, even,
He had himself. Aye.
Great ear for just picking up stuff,
And did you just pick it up then? Is that
I
the way
sort
it
of
was?
picked it up then. There was nobody really. I had uncles and cousins, but nobody came to me and say, "You're starting the drums. I'll give you a few wee tips." Not one.
Did you learn it off? Did you learn it off like listening to the radio
Just listening
stuff?
to Beatles and that kind of stuff. Mad into the Beatles at the time, and but you had to play. We had an experience of playing Irish country, and even doing Siege of Venice, things like that, trying to do pipe band stuff on the snare, like. And I probably hadn't a clue what it was at, but anyway, we had a go at it, and it was an experience just to do all that kind of stuff.
You see, when you say the Beatles there, the Beatles only kind of landed me this last 5 or 6 years.
Yes.
And when I say that, a lot of music has done that for me, right? Because you kind of grew up in the 70s with commercialised stuff, right? So you didn't really get a chance. But what the Beatles do? Was it their chart stuff or their album stuff? Because a lot of their album stuff's totally different than the
totally
commercial stuff,
but
isn't it?
See, just everything about the Beatles, just
everything.
Ringo Starr wasn't a great technician, but he had some great ideas and some, nice feel to the tunes. You know what I mean? He's come on with some lovely wee fills and different songs. Like
I remember, was it John Lennon said somebody asked John Lennon.
I asked him.
Was it the best drummer in the world? He's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
That was the answer.
Pure classy.
So that was my influences, and then later on, obviously, we started to do more pop in the band.
And your time the Rascals, were you drummer the Rascals?
I have drummer the Rascals.
No other instruments
until 19. No. I hadn't a sense to go and lift the guitar and sitting in a dance hall maybe for an hour and a half before you would start. Like,
but them was big gigs, Ted. The Rascal stuff was.
It was good old gigs, You
enjoy that, or?
I enjoyed it, surely. Loved it.
Do you enjoy it better now?
Probably. Because these guys here that I stumbled on.
Yes.
Just it's a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to play with them, to be involved with them. Like.
Well, you can tell that.
You know what I mean? Just
Jerry, yourself there. Just pull that over.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
Music yourself, Jerry.
Yes.
Where are you, a Derry man?
I'm a Derry man. Yeah, born and bred in Derry. Yeah.
And where did music start for you, Jerry?
My father was a guitar player. I would say he would have been playing guitar probably right through from his teenage years, until he died. He was reasonably young. He was only 59 or 49 when he died.
49?
Yeah, I was only what was it, 11 or something like that.
Many was in the house then, Jerry?
Well, it was only me, my mother and father, and my aunt.
All right.
My mother died 2 years before that, so it just ended up becoming me and my aunt lived together. And I'm an only child as well, so we lived together. But I looked after her really then, because she became bedridden, my aunt, and then I just, she basically got me on the road. She would have bought me my first bass guitar. I used to play bass back then, and she bought me my first bass guitar and things, so got me up and running then, But
that was a big thing, Jerry, because the odds were against you.
They were.
You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, I had a good family around me. I'm very, very close to my cousins, and being an only child.
I know I get that.
But the cousins and stuff were just like brothers and sisters to me. They meant the world to me. Still do mean the world to me.
That's good.
They were very good to me. Like.
And so when you got the bass, who did you want to be? Or
I wanted to be like Paul Kern. No, I mean.
Didn't work out for you, did it?
No, it never worked out. No, well, I mean, my biggest love was Paul will tell you. I mean, I'm a guitar player mostly now, but my biggest love would be bass guitar. I'm really into bass. But I mean, way back in them days, like John, I mean, McCartney would have been a big influence on me. The notes that he played he's sort of like Ringo, I suppose, in a way. Like, he's not necessarily the greatest bass player in the world, but what he put into the songs and what he played in them songs, just nobody else could have thought them up.
They had the package, didn't they? If you combine the four of them, really, when you look, that's why when I got away from commercial music and I went on, there's actually a chemistry there that was.
Oh God,
you,
yes,
you know,
100%.
Two of them together wouldn't have been worked out, but the
Yeah.
four.
It was. I mean, fate when them four people got together and just made some of the greatest music and history. Like.
And what band did you play in, Jerry?
Oh, I played in a lot of different bands. I played in a lot of local bands in the years. A band called Freeway started off. Played in a band called Brooklyn. I changed then. I done a lot of original stuff playing bass with a band called Buddy Bogue, and back a long time ago. Ted would have probably remembered us, from way back. And then just sort of after that, it sort of broke on the end of me and Paul starting the band with the Mindbenders. I left the Mindbenders for a while and joined Goats Don't Shave. I joined the Goats for a few years. Yeah, Pat and all the boys. Aye. I was with them. It was great fun with them guys. They're lovely fellas and very talented guys. Like.
I would be chatting to Pat on a regular basis.
Pat's a genius, a gentleman, great guy. And
you see, we were talking to Pat, and we believe that Pat should now record a solo album with his music, even acoustically. I think
100%.
Because we listen to a lot of his music. And his songwriting ability is just unbelievable.
He's a great, amazing songwriter. He really is. He's fantastic. Like, and
Jimmy had a gig. There were a house gig like sort of thing. Jimmy was at the Saturday before last, and it was Pat exclusively. And Jimmy put the videos up. Oh my God!
Oh, he's top class. And he's got a lot of stuff written as well that nobody has ever heard yet. Of course, so he's got a lot of material there.
Of course, Mickey Duffy said, "Good man, Don." Mickey's drinking good stuff, isn't he?
He is.
Cheekers. Oh, deadly.
A couple of days ago.
And he changed style a couple of songs. Brilliant songwriter, good timbre, Mickey. And Martin O'Luch, as I'm saying that, yes, guys, best band going. And Daniel Sheridan said
Daniel.
Well, he is the cream of the crop tonight, Paul. The absolute best.
Daniel's a nice guy.
Marcus O'Baldrick, hello to you,
Marcus.
Yes, he said, sounding fantastic, folks. From your manager, Markio.
That's him. He is our manager. He is the main man, Markio. Markio is the man. He's top class. He's the boss.
Conor McLaughlin says, sounding great, lads. Jimmy Malloy, you know Jimmy?
Jimmy, yes. Do surely.
Jimmy said, class, lads. Congratulations on 30 years in the business. Brilliant. And Niall Gallagher said, top class. Teresa Thompson says, congratulations on 30 years, Mindbenders. You're a brilliant band.
Thank you so much.
Mike Henry says, brilliant, everyone. Sounding great.
Oh, Mike told me, by the way, Mike used to work on Q105 and back in Derry. He says, whenever you're talking, I know Mike years. He says, whenever you're talking on the radio, make sure you put on your best DJ voice.
See, when you say that and you say Q102, I know who you're talking about.
Do you know who I'm on about now?
Not personally, but through the radio.
Mike Henry, yeah.
Brilliant voice. Mike
lovely guy, Mike.
He had.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie Harkin, we love the Mindbenders.
Anne-Marie, God bless her.
I don't know what one. Hugh Clifford said, great musicians, great guys, the Mindbenders.
Oh, God bless you.
And brilliant. Trudy O'Donnell, our good friend Trudy, absolute legends.
Oh, thank
you. Gary McAvoy, you know
Gary, well. Gary well.
Sounding great, lads, as usual.
Thank you, Gary.
And Richard Tinney said, brilliant stuff, guys. Absolutely.
Thank
Jonathan
you so much.
Jonathan McCourt says, happy birthday, Paul. Oh, don't chat to me over the weekend, Jonathan. Oh, God, if you only knew. My liver is like a batter, like none. And hi to Jerry and Paul and Dermot. A wee bit of Africa. Don't forget Colette and Rob, the manager, Marcus.
Absolutely.
What a
Colette and Rob, I can just add this. The Colette and Rob do a wee stream on a Monday night, and they do some great stuff. They're good friends of ours.
They do?
Yeah, they're very good. They're absolutely brilliant.
See when you say it clicks in there, my
head.
There we go. Richard Tunney said, Lee Corn says, watching live from Vegas. Great stuff.
Yeah. That's Paul's son.
That's Paul's
son. My son, aye. He works out there in the rock band.
Does he?
He does. He does.
And what kind of stuff? Like, just heavy rock? Like?
No. They do a lot of heavy rock, maybe country. Soft rock. They actually do country as well, depending on the gig.
How long's he out there, Paul?
He's out now, a year or more now.
And loving it?
Loving it. Aye.
Well, that's what Don was out about earlier on when the changes of the band. It was Lee that got Lee that got Dermot involved in the band. He knew Dermot and got Dermot.
Brilliant stuff. Paul, yourself, like, going back, how did it start? When did you first get the instrument?
I would say I got my first gig in 73 with Don's uncle.
When you were 3?
When I was...
No call for that.
And I played in a band called the Blue Glows for a short stint.
Now
that's a long time ago in the early 70s. And then I just played through the gigs. I played in support bands in bars, you know.
Aye.
Relief bands, as they were called back then.
Yes, yes.
And then in the early 80s, I got together with this man here, and then it all kind of bounced from there. And a band called Jackie and the Top Stars from way back.
Yes.
My sister. And my
Is that your
brothers.
sister? Jesus, here you are.
His wife.
Oh.
Small world, isn't it?
See, hey, every day's a school day, isn't it? But I remember that. I remember that band. I remember that name.
In fact, the two girls that are doing supporting Friday night are the two wives.
No way.
So we had to be in more best order
Right.
while we're gigging, you know. So,
Brilliant, hey. That's great.
Yeah.
I thought you're a Derry man too, I take it.
I'm a Donegal man.
A Donegal man.
I'm a Calais man.
Oh, Calais man. Well, you're kind of touching
Sort of.
on there. Aye, touching on there.
Aye.
Was there music in the house, Paul?
My father was a piper,
Right.
so he was. That was about it. And then my brothers all played in bands. They actually played with Don's uncle for years and years, the Blueglows.
All right.
They did, aye.
There's a big change in the music scene, but the lounge bars and all would have been big then, and you know what I mean, and coming through, and it's all changed now.
Aye.
What are you, what's your speciality now? Is it weddings or is it bars? Do you still do the bars and
You know,
stuff?
we do everything.
everything, really.
Everything, bars, weddings, theatre gigs.
We've come to that age now where we really, anybody can ask us to play anyway. We'll do bar mitzvahs, we'll do anything,
Anything now.
you know, as long as we get to work.
Just say it as it is.
One of our favourite things is to do the Derry Jazz.
Yeah.
And we used to do the Cork Jazz as well. We haven't done that for a few years.
Have you done the Derry Jazz?
The Derry Jazz?
Yeah, we do it
we've
every
been
year.
doing For what?
We've been doing the Derry Jazz from the start,
Hey, that's some event.
every year.
Oh my God,
And
it's
we're
just
doing
did
5
that.
or 6 gigs over the weekend, and we can play the music we want to play.
aye,
So
brilliant.
You don't have to listen to something. Oh, go and do the Galway girl there.
Yes, I know what you're
You know, in
saying.
fairness, like,
Aye, but that's some event, hey.
oh,
Are you on again this year?
we are certainly. Certainly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're looking forward to that. It's usually around May, isn't it, or something?
First
Certainly.
weekend of May, aye.
Yeah,
Great,
100%.
great festival. Do the
That's,
same.
that's really good.
Kevin Gallagher says, love these guys. Kevin Gallagher and Glenties. Good man, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, thank you.
And Anne-Marie Harkin says, replying to Lee Curran brilliantly. Jackie Coyle says, Mervyn Montgomery says, I love the Benders. I don't know what the crack is with Mervyn, but Marietta Marietta says they're fantastic. Of course they are. And Tony Little says, great interview, guys. And Margaret Barr said, oh, I was listening to the radio. Wow, I can see you now. Love the guys from a Derry girl in London. Give her away. There's a camera
all
there.
that. Oh, Margaret, a good friend of mine. She lived actually a couple of doors away from me, Margaret. Lovely girl. Absolutely
she?
lovely. She did. And she moved over to England, but she was back there recently. So lovely girl.
There you
She's
go.
best in the world. Love you, Margaret.
Yo!
Look, camera on here.
Paul, Anne-Marie Harkin says, Paul, you don't look old enough. Old enough for what, Anne-Marie? Oh, Paul. Jeez, I thought you were on with me here. No, Paul was 3 when he started. Anne-Marie, you know what I mean?
First gig.
First gig was 3. It was a protege. Right, we're going to get more music, and the requests are coming, and it's great to see it. Paul, will you say hello to the fellas in the Mindbenders from Malcolm Fisher?
Oh, Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Malcolm's down there in Ramelton.
No
Wishing
better,
you
man.
all the very, very best.
Malcolm.
But don't forget, you can go along this Friday night. You'll get the lads here in concert, as I say, and also support from Timeless and special guest, the one and only Mr. James Peake, a great vocalist. Great vocalist. Right, can we go for music? Jeez, I need to go for an ad break. I'll wait bother. No, I'm all right. Honestly. No, I'll take an ad break. Come here. What tune are you going to do next?
We're going to do a song by a guy called Jerry Rafferty, which was out in the late 70s, a song called Baker Street. And we started doing this song because we thought it might feature the Bakersfield.
Saxophone.
The sax is featured on it, and so it was just one of them songs we decided to start doing since Dermot joined the band, you know.
Take advantage of the saxophone
Well,
you have it, you know what I
we might
mean?
as well do it. A song I always loved the song
It's a
anyway.
cracking tune.
I never got a chance to do it. I think I tried it once with a kazoo, but it never worked out.
I wouldn't think so. After this break, don't go away.
Hi, Jean Kern here to let you know that our next Highland Radio Book Club choice is Prophet Song by Paul Lynch, Booker Prize winner 2023. On a dark, wet evening, Dublin scientist and mother of 4, Eilish Stack, answers her front door to 2 officers from Ireland's newly formed secret police, who are there to interrogate her trade unionist husband. When her husband disappears, how far will Eilish go to save her family, and what or who is she willing to leave behind? We will review the book on my show on Sunday the 11th of February, and as usual, if you'd like to take part in any review, email me jeankern@highlandradio.com.
With everything from pedal and electric ride-ons to go-karts and scooters, there's loads of fun guaranteed all year round at Tinny's Toys in Letterkenny. If you have a kid's birthday coming up, see the great choice at Tinny's Toys to make it extra special. Visit Tinny's Toys on Leck Road, Letterkenny, or shop online for express delivery at tinnystoys.com. Tinny's Toys, with so much more than just farm toys.
Hi, Teresa Mannion here with a road safety alert for bad weather. Your vehicle may be blown off course in strong winds, so slow down. Watch out too for vehicles and cyclists veering across the road and fallen debris like branches. Visit rsa.ie from the Road Safety Authority.
All right, you're welcome back. It's, I don't know what time's that. It's around about 20 minutes in front of 10 o'clock. Don't forget, coming up after herself tonight, as always, the man with the golden year, Mr. Aidan Murphy. Look after you right through until 12. But in studio at the minute, we're delighted to say we have the Mindbenders celebrating 30 years together as a band. Jeremy hasn't been here 30 years, but he's doing well.
Alive 30 years.
Very good, Jeremy, very good. This is a Jerry Rafferty classic. This is Baker Street.
Why did you way down Baker Street? Light in your head and your head on your feet. Well, another crazy day. You're drinking out of way and forget about anything. The city doesn't make you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul. And it's taking you so long to find out you're wrong and you thought it held everything. You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy. You're trying now. Another year and then you'll be happy. Just one more year and then you'll be happy. You're crying now. Way down the street, there's a light in his place. He opens that door, he's got that look on his face, and he asks you where you've been. Tell him what you seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one night stand, and then he'll settle down in a quiet little town, and he's thought about anything. But you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never gonna stop moving. He's rolling, he's a rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. The
My God, was genuinely unbelievable, fantastic.
Oh, thank you so
Each
much.
and every one of these, like total off. He's pure class.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Brilliant,
Thank you.
absolutely amazing sound. He really.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, she's any time. Come up any Monday night you want. Don't forget this Friday night, the 26th. Brilliant gig. That's just a sample. These requests are coming on and on and on and on and on. You can check them out on the Facebook page. You go. Listen, thanks to everybody for getting in touch and welcoming and God, this is just amazing. Absolutely. Timothy Boyle said, "Fabulous stuff, lads. Hugh Clifford sounding the business, guys. A fine version of the Jerry Rafferty classic." And Jared Duffy said, "Great stuff, lad." Maureen Duffy said, "Talented musicians, top class music." And it goes on and on. Claire McClune says, "Brilliant, guys." And Caroline, oh no, my Irish not be good here. How would I pronounce it? Niveklong. Caroline, well done, the Mindbenders. Terry Little says, "Fantastic." Absolutely, it goes on and on and on. And brilliant. Thanks to everybody for getting in touch and go along. This coming Friday night in the Ballard Arts Centre. And a great venue it is too.
Yeah.
Because Connor and the boys are brilliant down there. They look after you.
Yeah.
Charlene Murray says, "Great drummer."
Whoa!
The rest are rubbish, she said.
Somebody noticed the drummer.
Poor drummer, nobody ever sees him. But as I say, it's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great night of brilliant music. Timeless will be supporting as well, plus James Peake. And it's a fantastic venue. It really, really is. And Connor and them up there are a great squad of people. Anything else happening, lads, for the rest of the years? Or any plans for anything else? No.
Next big thing probably be the jazz festival. Yeah. And hopefully maybe the Cork Jazz by
the summer festivals.
Summer festivals and what have you, and things like that coming up. So
do you know now when you're at this stage of the game, like do you,
the saxophone is mind of its own.
Sax is gone, eh? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's grand.
Chairman, did anything break, Chairman? No.
Hopefully not.
You're not covered on here, are you? Third party on here. Hopefully, is it all right, Chairman?
Yeah.
We'll soon find out.
Soon find out. You know, Friday night, is it not?
Go for a note.
Just went itself there, didn't it?
Took a wee notion there.
But come here, when you're at it now, as I say now, you know, there's more. It's relaxed, isn't it? It's more. You're not under any pressure.
We're loving it now. We're really enjoying it. I mean, I think we're enjoying it now more than we ever have. Really,
That's good. That's good.
you know, and we're really sort of we're playing more now where we can get away probably with a lot more stuff that we enjoy playing than what we would have done years ago, because a lot of the people through the years that remember the old songs and stuff that we used to play, you know, there's
it's great. It's great to bring the old songs back again too.
Well,
I say that. You know, I've always said that.
There's the people that used to follow us. I mean, it brings a lot of memories back to them, and it brings a lot of memories back to us too, especially when we see them at gigs.
Of course, it is great to see them. Well, listen, have a great night on Friday night.
Thank you very
much. And if
much.
people are looking to get in touch, are you on the social media stuff, or what are you on?
Get us on Facebook.
Mindbenders Band.
The Mindbenders Derry.
Mindbenders Derry.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
You get us on Instagram as well. We're on Instagram. You get us on the drink sometimes.
Or you pass us in the street, just stop us and say, "Would you play for us some night?" Come here, it's going to be a brilliant night, and here's the next 30 years. Genuinely, I mean that, and that's what it's all about. The Monday night sessions.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, no, sure, that's pure class. You know, it's absolutely class. Deserves to be heard, and we're delighted, just absolutely delighted. Maybe we'll get another track for you, go.
Yeah, one more.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take an ad break this time. What are we coming back with?
We're going to do an original song this time, a song called Sunrise.
And what's the backbones of this one, sure?
Oh, God, this goes back a long time. Me and Ali got together. Ali was the keyboard player before Dermot. And we just sat down, wanted to write a song, and we wrote it. Some, I would say, maybe half an hour. It was just one of them songs that came together really easy.
Happens that, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't know how it happened.
It came from the album as well. We had an album out at the time.
Oh, how'd you pull?
A personal thing, all original material.
Is it out there still, or is it?
It's out there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Aye, it's out there.
Brilliant. Well done. I didn't know that at all.
Copy.
Yeah, we'll get you a copy up, yeah.
Aye, definitely do, and we'll give it a lash. Original music?
Yeah.
It's hard to
Most
beat.
of it is original. There's a few
Aye.
covers. or something.
Aye, will you? Brilliant stuff. Right, we'll get it after this
Okay.
break. Don't go away. Just bear with us. Well,
The world is getting a little more. But maybe more could mean something else. More means more proactive green energy solutions. More means more wind turbines and more recycling. More means more biodiversity and more energy storage. More means more hydrogen and more solar farms, because more clean energy means more efficient living, means more thriving communities, means more energy autonomy. That's why we're more than Mona. Learn more at morethanmona.ie. Board Mona.
Do you currently have vacancies that need urgently filled? Have you tried various ways to find new staff but didn't succeed? Let Highland Radio help you source and fill your current vacancies in the most cost-effective way. Simply sign up to our new job spot and we will tell our listeners about your vacancies both on air and online. Every Monday, Wednesday and Friday during our primetime shows, we will broadcast the latest job opportunities across the Northwest and into counties Derry and Tyrone. All job listings will be available online at highlandradio.com. For more information, contact the advertising team on 07491 25322 or email advertising@highlandradio.com. Highland Radio, we're here for you.
This morning sky, and it's gonna cut up through your blue eyes every day. I haven't seen you for a long, long time. Wonder have you changed? When you left, you said you'd still be mine. Think you'll find it strange when you saw me just the other day. You to come home. You said soon you'll be on your way, and I no longer feel low. Now together we could catch the sunrise as it gonna be breaks this morning sky, and it's gonna cut up through your blue eyes every day. Just can't believe it, you still look the same. Just slip down. Is life to you still just a game? Have you turned around? Now together we can catch the sunrise as it comes to breaks the morning sky, and it's gonna cut up through your blue eyes every day. Beach. Can't believe it's true. You're back, no longer out of reach. I feel so very close to you. Now together we have caught the sunrise as it comes up to break this morning sky, and it's gonna cut up through your blue eyes every day. Now together we have caught the sunrise as it comes up to break the morning sky, and it's gonna cut up through your blue eyes.
Yes, absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Absolutely top drawer stuff. Just read out one more from Colin O'Donnell. He said, Orchard on a Sunday night was brilliant with these boys. And John Paul landing in a helicopter, they sang Best Night Going.
That's right. Oh, great times.
Hugh Clifford says, great sound, original track, Sunrise, keep on keeping on, the Mindbenders. Genuinely nice guys and the first class musicians.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to get. We're looking forward to you getting the album up just because something else needs to be heard. And I just want to say, Paul Curran, Jerry Coyle, Jeremy O'Kane, and Don Ponsonby, thank you very, very much. And listeners, listen. This Friday night, the gig is in the Banner Theatre in Ballymurphy. It's going to be an absolutely amazing night. Timeless will be supporting, plus the brilliant James Peake, and go along and support great Irish music. Lads, thank you very much.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
When it